Ooh, another tough choice for MVP here in Unit 8. Let's see, Unit 8 covered the Cold War and decolonization. And some of the most influential people of all time are sprinkled into those two categories. Here's my thinking. I wanted someone a little more modern. I could have just gone easy and just been like Gandhi, which is probably true, but a little too on the nose, am I right? I wanted somebody who took the key ideas of Unit 8 and used them to change the world. I love an underdog story. So I need somebody who's just like down and out, like doing hard labor in a prison, and take that and parlay it into one of the most influential people who ever lived. That's right. Today we talk about the MVP of Unit 8, Nelson Mandela. Remember 2 days ago I just barely mentioned Mandela in passing, kind of like it was just like an afterthought? I was just saving him for today. If you recall, Mandela fits in with the non-violent resistance to establish powers from a few days ago. So count him with Gandhi or MLK or Kwame Nkrumah. He's one of your non-violence guys. Now, I'm assuming you've heard of Nelson Mandela, but if you haven't, here's a quick recap. Nelson Mandela grew up in segregated South Africa. Much like Jim Crow in the American South, South Africa had a policy known as apartheid. Apartheid is an Afrikaans word. It means apartness. Apartheid, apartness. And this dates all the way back to the Dutch and carried on with Cecil Rhodes. Remember this guy? He was a British imperialist guy, just nightmare of a human, De Beers diamond mines. He had his own country named after him, Rhodesia. Well, he was one of the earliest proponents of apartheid. So Mandela followed in the footsteps of Gandhi, became a lawyer, and used his lawyering skills to fight the oppression of Africans in South Africa. And like Gandhi, he got arrested over and over. And with each arrest, he got more and more famous. He illegally left South Africa and went to other African nations to help gain support for the movement. Upon his return, he was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. He served a total of 27 years in prison. Free Mandela became a major cause around the world, leading people to hold concerts and boycott South Africa. Tanzanian neighbor Julius Nyerere was a huge proponent of the Free Mandela campaign. Told you this guy would show up a lot. Now, if apartheid South Africa fascinates you, let me put in a quick plug for Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime. It's a memoir of growing up in apartheid South Africa as someone of half European and half African descent. It's hilarious and touching and great in every way, so I'll link it down below in description if you want to read it. Back to Mandela. In 1989, a new president was elected in South Africa. This is him, F.W. de Klerk. He worked with Mandela to secure Mandela's release. Following Mandela's release, he ran in the first election in South Africa to allow black South Africans to vote. You can probably guess who won. Mandela won in a landslide. Mandela went on to share the Nobel Peace Prize with F.W. de Klerk for their work for the peaceful termination of the apartheid regime and for laying the foundations for a new democratic South Africa. So you could probably pick a ton of different people as MVP for this unit, but it's hard to find someone more deserving than Nelson Mandela. I got some bad news for you. We've only got one unit left. That's right, Unit 9. Globalization. So for the next 8 days, we will be looking at a world that is more connected than ever before. But what kind of technologies would you need in a globalized world? See you tomorrow.